Hello, people. This is Big Boss Calvin, 83. I have to talk about this. I had no intention of making a video today, but I have to talk about this. I'm really sick and tired of these fraudulent pro-black people. These fraudulent so-called pro-black people that claim to be, conscious. I'm really just done with you motherfuckers. You so-called pro-black motherfuckers. No wonder nobody takes y'all seriously. Y'all joke. Especially the so-called conscious community. No wonder nobody takes y'all seriously on Facebook. Every time we try to talk about real shit, y'all, the same Negroes, male and female, don't want to. Y'all, it's like when the minute somebody disagrees with you, you call them a coon. Mainly the brother. Yeah, but y'all don't call these Negro-pean females who are undercover, who are really so-called black feminists who claim to be conscious. They're really so-called black feminists, Negro bed lynches. The ones who promote all the swirling behind the scenes. The ones who talk about and worship Caucasian males and getting with them and having mixed babies. Y'all don't call them bitches out. And y'all hate the strong, straight, so-called black man. I'm just gonna say it for what it is. What I notice is that within the so-called black community, the problem is matriarchal. The problem is very gynocentric. The problem is it's run by feminism. It's run under the ideology of feminism. Women are running it, and not the men. They got you, and even with it, and dudes are just letting women do whatever the hell they want to do. But we gotta honor and we gotta respect the woman's standard, but they don't have to respect the man's standard. Fuck that double standard. Fuck that bullshit. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm really sick and tired of it. Women can do whatever the hell they want to do and never be accountable for their fucking actions. The minute you call out a woman's bullshit and point out her wrongs and show her the error of her fucking ways, the minute you tell her she's wrong and you got facts to back it up and you explain why she's incorrect, why she's wrong for doing what she's doing, why she thinks the way she thinks, feel the way she feels, why she's doing this incorrectly. The minute you point out her faults, you show her evil, self-destructive ways, and how her actions have really fucked up us as so-called black people within the so-called black community, and how women in general have really fucked up society because they're so fucking privileged and spoiled, rotten. They're allowed to behave like children and never be accountable for nothing. The minute you point that shit out, oh, you're bashing. Oh, you're a fucking coon. Oh, you worship so-called white women. You're gay. You've been hurt. Some woman broke your heart and you can't let it go. You are a misogynist. All that shaming language. What I'm getting lately, oh, you're fat. You don't know nothing. You're fat. You don't know nothing. People talking about my fucking looks. Like, what does that got to do with what I'm talking about? How does that discredits what I'm saying? That does not mean you talking about my physical what you perceive to be physical disability. That does not discredit nor make me wrong. It does not make my statement incorrect. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It fucking doesn't. Actually, when you start calling somebody names who you know is right, and you can't refute their argument, you cannot dismiss their claims. You cannot, you can't one up them. You can't. You really can't. How do I say this? You can't refute their argument. You cannot refute what they're saying. Basically, you can't beat them in the debate. Basically, this person is speaking facts and speaking truth and can back it up, and it's not just speaking from just a personal opinion and not just how they feel. They got concrete evidence and facts to prove their points. to support their argument, to support their claim, to support their complaint. And because you people can't refute it or dismantle it, you can't discredit, you can't say, hey, this person's wrong for what they're saying. Since y'all motherfuckers can't do that, and you bitches can't do that, definitely y'all cannot refute shit. You can't discredit anybody's arguments for shit when they're speaking the truth. Oh, you want to call them names, you want to make fun of their fucking looks and their bodies, and you want to use racist insults to make fun of, you want to use historical racist insults, calling them tar baby, oh, you got big lips, oh, you're gay, oh, you're a slut, you're a coon. Sometimes when women speak truth to power, they get called coons, or they call you're a bed wench, or you're a Negro peon. It's really fucking ridiculous. The name calling and to make make fun of someone's Afrocentric features, African features, ethnic features, and to insult them because they don't look, because obviously you people claim to be so pro-black, but you want to put somebody down because they got darker skin. Because they got brown skin, but you treat them like they're a dark-skinned person. I'm brown skin. I lean more towards a dark-skinned person, and I can identify with a darker-skinned person, especially when I get a suntan. And you want to make fun of my ethnic features, and make fun of my lips, and my eyes, and my body. You want to make fun of my weight. You don't know why I'm overweight. You don't know fucking why. You're making all these assumptions and talk about my body weight and all that stuff, which has nothing to do of what I'm fucking saying. Talking about women, talking about so-called black women and their self-hate issues, talking about them fucking killing it. I call out Negroes who fucking kill too. I call out these handkerchief heads, self-hating, mammy, Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ruckus, motherfucking fools, those motherfucking idiots. I call out the Sambos. I call them out. I call out the Antamasitas. I call these Negro peons out. I call these cool motherfuckers out. I call out these sellouts out. I call out these sellouts out consistently and equally. I treat everybody equally. Nobody's above reproach. Nobody's above constructive criticism. Okay? That's something you Negroes gotta fucking understand. And a lot of y'all claim to be so-called conscious, but y'all, those same motherfuckers, you talk about, especially the sisters, but y'all got a feminist, misandric, gynocentric attitude. You got I'll say that again. Y'all bitches, y'all Negro-pean females who are, you so-called conscious sisters are really Negro-pean, Negro bedouins bitches. Y'all are the real sellouts. Because y'all follow feminism. You're talking about an issue that has nothing to do with your so-called black ass. Women's issues. When they say women's issues, they're talking about Caucasian women's issues. Then y'all say Caucasian women do. Caucasian women do it too. Every time we try to hold you accountable for shit. But guess what? In the Caucasian community, Caucasian men hold Caucasian women accountable when they fuck up. Same with Asian men, when they hold Asian women accountable when they fuck up. And when a man fucks up, and when it comes to the Latino community, when a Latina chick fucks up, the Latino man checks the bitch. And when men fuck up, they're gonna get held accountable. When you look at the Middle Eastern people, specifically the Arabs, when that woman fucks up, the Arab chick gets checked. When that dude do dirt and he get caught doing dirt, he gets checked. But when it comes to America, specifically in the so-called black community, y'all blame the men all the damn time, especially for shit that's not our fucking fault, that we don't have no fucking control over. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucking frustrating. But when women do things, we gotta rationalize it and make fucking excuses for them and give them fucking pussy passes. I'm done for now. What's up, people? I'm back. Normally, I use the night vision camcorder that I own, but I forgot to bring it with me. Anyhow,
I was just thinking, it's really ridiculous, and now I see why it's going to be a challenge for us as a people. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that. We as people of color, so-called black people, Nubian people, melanated people, African people, whatever terminology that you want to use to identify us, and more so identify yourself as. It's like we can't. The problem is we'll listen to everybody else, but when it comes to listening to one another, we're dismissive. We hate straight, strong, think for yourself type of men. We hate heterosexual men in the so-called black community, what you call an alpha male. I don't go by those alpha, beta male terminologies because that's that form of eugenics, brainwashing of the natural revolution type of bullshit. So I don't want to use terms like that. But when it comes to real, strong-willed, tough-minded, battle-tested men who are intelligent, men who are strong, men who are tough, men who are authentic, men who are caring, men who are selfless and care about other people, men who are aware, who understand and have at least a good understanding of the world that they live in and understand the world that other people live in and just how people live in, period. Y'all so-called pro-black folks don't want to hear what a man got to say, but you'll listen to a female. Y'all think women are perfect. You think that women can't do no wrong. You think that women are just so better than us, smarter than us. And women get it, and women got this intuition they're so educated. They're more mature than us. I mean, it's fucking bullshit. No, they're not. Nobody's perfect, either gender. Nobody's smarter than the other. And when it comes to maturity is based on your experience. It's not based on your age. It has nothing to do, how you carry yourself, in the way of portraying yourself to be a certain way, like being prim and proper. No, man, please. When it comes to maturity, that's all by an individual. You got to judge it judge that based on the individual, by each individual. You can't generalize and say this group is more mature than the other. This group is more smarter than the other. This group can't do no wrong. Can't do no wrong than the other group. You can't say that shit. You know what I'm saying? The main problem with the so-called black community is that there's many problems. Is that women are infallible. Women can't do no wrong, which is crap, which is bullshit. It's fucking ridiculous that one group gets a pussy pass and the other group gets no pass. We don't get a dick pass and nothing as men. Women get a pussy pass. But women are but y'all say the so-called black woman is God. My thing is, if she's a God, why are we in this? Why is the so-called black community in the situation that we are currently in? Why are we suffering? Why are we subjugated? Why are we financially and at a disadvantage? Why do we got so many disadvantages and hurdles that we got to overcome compared to other groups? We know Caucasian people don't have to worry about the stuff that we got to worry about. We are the most hated. We're the most despised. We're the most. Everybody steals from us, but we're the most forgiving. But we let everybody else get away with stuff. But when it comes to one another, we'll hold a grudge forever, ever. I don't understand that. Women can do whatever the hell they want to do. Women can. You got so-called black women who promote swirling, talking about getting with Caucasian males. But when a brother talks about, we're getting with Caucasian women, y'all slam that group. You slam brothers who date Caucasian women, even if he dates, women, other ethnicities, other women. I'm sorry about that. Even when you got brothers who date women of other ethnicities, other ethnic women of color, we still get called a sellout, a coon, a self-hater. We don't like a mother. So I mean, why would you want to get somebody who looks like your parent? your mama black. You know what I'm saying? And it's a double standard. Oh, you're a traitor, and it's like, but even if the chick is a light skinned, you know, so-called black woman, we still get called color struck, self haters. You know, oh, I mean, it's like ridiculous. Oh, you color struck, you have self hate issues, that kind of crap. But when sisters do it, when the so-called black woman does it, right? When she gets with a Caucasian male, mainly, I mean, they do it more than we do. They rarely, you know, mess with other men of other ethnicities, other ethnic men of color like that, unless he's like, you know, I would say Latino, but that's I'm more making more so, you know, like Puerto Rican, not Mexican, more so Puerto Rican, you know, or Dominican, you know what I'm saying? But and even if they go that route, the dude is still technically a light skinned dude, but we don't call them but when they fuck with mostly Caucasian males, we don't say, well, we don't question the so-called black woman's blackness, her loyalty to the community. We don't call her a sellout. We don't call her a bedwench, you know, outright. We don't say it in mass numbers. The community don't shame that sister for being a sellout. Oh, we just call it, oh, she just fell in love and that's how it is. Oh, the reason why the so-called black man is a failure, that's why she has to go that route. But my thing is, if we're all equal, you got so-called black women who have failed the so-called black community. They're the matriarchs. They're running the shit. They're in the position of power. They got more advantages than us men. They got more privileges than men. They are in the so-called black community, and even in America, period. Women are very privileged. Women are the most privileged, protected, spoiled group. They get shit for nothing. They get shit because they're pretty. Because they got boobs in the vagina and they bleed every month. Well, majority of them do. Some of them don't. But you know what I'm saying, man. Because they got a vagina, they get special treatment. And there's so much gynocentrism in America. It's ridiculous. In the so-called black community, gynocentrism is like 100 times worse. Female privilege is ridiculous. So-called black women can fucking suck many Caucasian males, bedwench and coon, wear, you know, blonde weave, or bleach her hair blonde, straighten the fuck out of it, press it the fuck out, lighten her skin, and she's still considered a strong black woman. I'm like, what the hell y'all talking? Oh, she's down for the community. Oh, I mean, I had a dude tell me, well, I see some more sisters with straight hair and weaves doing more for the community. I mean, nigga, you're lying. Dude, to the person that said that to me, you're lying. Oh, and then they want to say, well, there's women who have natural hair and they fuck with Caucasian males. I'm like, you know, first of all, y'all said, first of all, let me explain that. From my observation, some women, you know, who are more ethnic, they jump to the other side, but you got sisters who try to look Caucasian, still do the same fucking thing. So what the hell are you talking about? You say, well, you got sisters who wear the natural hair and wear locks and they fucking coon. I didn't say. First of all, let me explain. My thing is this: when somebody wears their hair natural, someone wears the dashiki and African clothing and try to get into the culture, that's a couple of steps, and that's a few stepping stones, 1, 2, 3 stepping stones in the right direction of self-love and self-progression. It's not the end all be all. But my thing is, y'all get mad at me for pointing out, saying I don't like a woman who wears weaves. I don't like a woman trying to look a woman of color trying to look like a Caucasian woman, have Eurocentric features when she don't really have that. If she was born that way, that's totally different. But my thing, I like a woman who's more natural and very authentic with herself and loves herself for who she is. You know what I'm saying? And don't try to change herself to get other people to like her. You know, most of these women talking about. One woman told me, I'm going to do a separate video on the whole weave thing, but I'm just going to give you all some stuff that I've been getting in arguments with on Facebook with these so-called black conscious groups. One woman said, well, I have to wear a weave. No, you don't. First of all, you don't have to do shit. Y'all don't do shit for us, but y'all so quick to do shit for a Caucasian male. Y'all so quick to do shit for a Caucasian female, even though y'all hate that bitch. If a Caucasian female wears locks and tries to kink up her hair, try to look like a so-called black woman, y'all go ape shit. Y'all talk about cultural appropriation, but y'all trying to look like Caucasian women. You don't think that's cultural appropriation of the Caucasian people? Y'all are confused. You know, if a brother bleached his hair blonde and straightened his hair and wear a toupee of a Caucasian man's hair, or took Indian man's hair and put it on his head, y'all be clowning that brother. Y'all be calling that brother a self-hater, a coon, a sellout. He ain't down with the community. He ain't black enough. Y'all sisters and y'all, some of y'all men y'all be roasting that brother and going in on him. And you should. But my thing is, when sisters coon, when sisters are, bed wenching, when sisters are, just being proud to be ignorant Negro opinion, with self-hate issues, being a complete self-hater and try to emulate and assimilate and be like a Caucasian woman and make all these excuses instead of being down with the team and fucking and sucking Caucasian males and talking about I date only Caucasian men and niggas ain't shit. Y'all don't call them sisters out. Y'all don't take away the so-called black card. But y'all do that to a brother. If he says, well, if I happen to like this Caucasian woman, or I happen to like this woman of another ethnicity, and we got along good because, I mostly work with these type of people. I live in this type of area. Y'all say, fuck all that. Y'all stop making excuses and go find a sister. But when a brother tries to find a sister, he goes with so much bullshit. Well, I don't like a woman who's a feminist, who got that strong, independent attitude. But meanwhile, mind you, this bitch ain't independent to nothing because everything she got is from a fucking man. Everything she has been handed down from the fucking government, such as welfare, food stamps, WIC, and all that shit. And the bitch got multiple kids from different dudes from a previous relationship, but I'm supposed to clean up the fucking mess, but it's not her fault. If I hold a woman accountable for her fuck-ups and faults and poor choices and her bad behavior, oh, that's bashing. But you can hold a man accountable for his poor choices and bad behavior. Even if a man, you will hold men accountable for shit that's out of his fucking control, shit that he don't fucking control. It's our fucking fault. You will hold a man accountable for a grown person's actions, a grown man's actions, and most times a grown woman's actions. A grown woman's actions, and I thought women mature faster than men, but I guess that's a fucking lie. But we will hold men accountable for other people's fuck ups, particularly, the Ray Rays and Pookies. You got these hood rat bitches. You will blame it on the man. These gay dudes, you will blame it on the man. These lesbians, we blame it on the man. But when women do shit, but I'll say it like this: when men are held accountable for stuff, held accountable and responsible for other people's actions that has nothing to do with us. That has absolutely nothing to do with us. Those people are responsible for their own actions and decisions and choices that they made in their lives. Okay? Why is me as a man responsible for a grown woman's actions? I didn't tell her to get drunk and wild out, get all fucking stuck with different dudes, allow men to run a train on her, and now she want to cry rape and talk about or make up some fake ass story that some dude raped her when you willingly fucked and sucked with all these dudes and let all these men like a football team run a train on you as a woman. If you were strong and independent, if you were strong, you would never, and you talk about you have self-respect, you would not, no woman would not put herself in that situation and put herself in danger like that. And if you did get gang raped, technically that's your fault for putting yourself in that situation. I'm not saying you are at fault for these dudes taking advantage of you and violating you. That's wrong as hell. But however, when you put yourself in danger, you can't dictate the consequences. When you purposely and ignorantly put yourselves in harm's way, it's like me. When they say, when you go to the zoo and they say don't go to those safaris, there's one. I mean, I remember going to the safari when I was living in New Jersey. I used to go to South Jackson, New Jersey. So that's in South Jersey, and go. Sometimes my dad and mom would take me to the safari, and even when I was living in other places like London, New York, North Carolina. I live in North Carolina now. And that, when I was traveling or took trips, when we went to the zoo, they say don't feed the animals. They tell you for a reason. When people feed the animals and you tease the animals and when you do certain things to agitate the animals, now all of a sudden that animal bites you. You think I'm gonna feel sorry for you? You were warned not to feed the animals, and this is what happened to you. You can't do things to people and then try to control their behavior. You can't do that shit, and that's what a lot of you women do. You women, if you had self-respect and you were strong, you would never degraded yourself and let yourself be used and be treated like a sex object. You women talk about being sexually objectified, but you want to then turn around and sexually objectify yourselves just so you can get attention. You want to fucking suck your way to the top when it benefits you. When it doesn't benefit you, all man ain't shit. No, that's your fault, bitch. You want to pull an Amber Rose. You want to fucking suck all these type of dudes, and they are not fucking dudes who got money, or fucking guys who got fucking swag, or they think they got money, or perceived power, or all the above. They think they got money and power. They perceive this guy to have power and he's popular. You fuck this broke ass nobody ass dude, or you chase rich men. You chase men with money and popularity and fame, and got power. And then all of a sudden, when it blows up in your face, and the dude realizes that you're trying to get over, and he realizes that you on bullshit, and he backs off and leaves your ass. Now it's our fault. That's how you are. You women talk about you strong and independent, but the car you're driving was created and invented by a man. The man fixes your car. The house you live in was built by a man. The neighborhood that you lived in, a man made that shit. Laws that you got, the freedom that you have, men fought and died to get those freedoms, rightfully or wrongfully. Okay, when something happens to you, and you need safety, you need cover, and you need a safety net. You have to go to a man for that. The man runs the government. The man runs the police department. You know what I'm saying, women? You understand? So don't say you don't need a man when you are dependent on the fucking system. The system was built by a man. When y'all say y'all don't need a man, you so-called black women say you don't need a man. What you're really saying is, I don't need you, nigga. I don't need you, nigga. I don't need you, nigger. Because the white man is giving me what I want. So you're proud to be the Bedouins. You're proud to be his fucking whore, the side chick. But you wouldn't do that but you would never be a so-called black man side chick. You would never let so-called black men disrespect you and degrade you but you women will go be on ghetto gaggers and let so-called white guys beat you up, choke you, make you throw up, vomit, eat your own vomit, pee on you, piss on you, pee on you, shit on you, and come at your face, degrade you and humiliate you, call you derogatory names, racial slurs, and call you a nigger, and other degrading names, and be completely misogynistic to you, but you're okay with that. I don't see feminists coming to your fucking defense on that, being degraded like that. When you got Caucasian males punching you in the face, beating you and killing you, and if they don't kill you, or they do their best they try to kill you, and they rape you, I don't see Caucasian women coming to your defense. When you got Caucasian males attacking so-called black women, raping black women, these feminists ain't coming to your defense. When that pregnant woman got shot in Seattle, that woman of color got shot in Seattle by them cops, by them race soldier cops, where were the feminists? Where were all lives matter at? You so-called black women support all lives matter at large numbers compared to ignorant brothers. So the majority of you sisters are ignorant as hell. But when I point that shit out, when I talk about the self-hate issues, and you dudes want to cape for these bitches, but you have no intention of trying to marry them. Oh, you could be fat, you can wear a weave, you could degrade yourself, you could spend up your money, you could do dumb shit. But when this woman is in trouble and need help, oh, you're gone. And then we got to take on, we got to inherit the debt. We got to pay for the damages that you just allow this woman to do, to fuck and destroy her life up and destroy her children's lives up and people around her and destroy our image as men. I'm done, man. It's ridiculous. I'm sick and tired of this shit. I mean, you guys want to hurl up insults, put me down. Like that's going to do something. You don't know me personally, so your insults don't affect me. You call me fat. First of all, there's a reason why I'm overweight. It's called medication. It's called stress. It's called utter bullshit that has happened in my life that's caused me. You know, when you have certain health conditions, that causes you to be obese. I'm not sitting on my ass and just eating triple cheeseburgers, triple bacon cheeseburgers with milkshakes and cheese fries and all that shit. I'm not eating unhealthy foods and eating pizzas and shit like that, and wings and blue cheese dressing and all that stuff, and tacos and all that stuff. I'm not eating donuts every day. Come on. I do my best to do what I can to work out every day. But sometimes some people just can't lose weight faster. Some people lose weight slower than others. Some people can lose weight fast. Some people have a faster burning metabolism. But to use my weight and my looks and my physical, what you perceive disabilities against me to win an argument, that's some bitch ass shit. That shows you are stupid. That you can't intellectually think. You don't know how to communicate like an adult and agree to disagree. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, okay, say I don't agree. And if you can't say something nice to me, don't say it at all. Just move on. Okay, I don't agree with you. Move on. Tell me why you don't agree with me, and I'll tell you why I don't agree with you. But can we agree with something on some of the stuff instead of being dismissive about what I'm saying? No, you want to hurl up insults, put me down. Then you want to cape for these bitches who are in the fucking wrong and destroying themselves and got deep-rooted self-hate issues. So let me tell you something, people. Just the so-called black woman is the first teacher of the child. Every woman in every ethnic group is the first teacher of the children. So if this woman has self-hate issues, if she's trying to look like a Caucasian woman, trying to lighten her skin and don't like herself and don't love herself and don't respect herself and don't love her body, what do you think she's going to teach her daughter? What do you think she's going to teach her son? Oh, mommy. So basically you saying you hate yourself. So basically so-called black women are ugly. So basically you saying Caucasian women are better. So I'll just get the real thing. That's what she's teaching in a nutshell. But you know, I mean, so when I talk about self-hate issues and I talk about we need to have self-respect, we need to stop trying to conform to the system. Here's how we can do it. Let's create businesses. Let's control our dollar. Let's learn our history. I thought the conscious community was these pro-black folks were about that shit. No, they want to watch booty shaking videos. Oh, they like light-skinned chicks. Oh, they like light-skinned dudes. Or you got these sisters who like Caucasian males, and they just down on the down low lesbians and hate men. Period. They got multiple kids from all these baby daddies. Got children they got multiple kids multiple kids from different dudes, and they want a good man. They got all this fake shit, all this weave, press on nails, makeup and shit. They look like a tranny, and talk about I want a real man, but you ain't real, bitch. And so when I talk about that stuff and I hold women accountable, and just like I hold men accountable, it's funny how when I hold men accountable, particularly these Simpson Mangianas, and call them out on their bullshit, you sisters cape for these dudes. But when I'm speaking truth to power and talk about real love and self-respect and love and having dignity and pride, you don't cape for me. You don't cape for men like me. Men with a good heart, good head on their shoulders, trying to do stuff in their life. Oh, y'all don't cape for me. But you'll cape for me when I get that money, right? It's so sad, man. It's over. I mean, it's funny when I call out Ray Rays and Pookies, y'all sisters defend them and make excuses for them. The gay dudes, the dudes on down, you defend them. But meanwhile, But you fuck with these dudes and they break your heart, and all of a sudden all men ain't shit, and you blame us for it. You blame the good man who's the antithesis of that we ain't shit. That's like me fucking with hood rats and all that stuff, and I ignore the women who don't dress like whores and have love and self-respect for themselves and are natural. And I dismiss them or treat them like shit, or just, you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with them, but I fuck with these no good hood rats with weaves, these feminists, and they break my heart. And I say, all black women ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Black women ain't shit. All you bitches are gold diggers, sluts, and whores. All y'all look like all y'all chase white guys and all that stuff. You don't see brothers talking like that. Brothers will say, "What kind of chicks are you dealing with?" Every people will ask that man, "What kind of chicks are you dealing with?" But when a man, even a woman who gets it, asks this woman, "What are you doing? Where do you live? Who are you associating yourself with? What kind of circle do you have? What kind of dudes do you deal with? And why do you feel the way you do? Do you know who you are and how you carry yourself?" And point out, and what were you doing, and why were you fucking dudes who you knew ain't shit? What were they doing before you decided to lay up with them? All of a sudden, and then when you got and then when you got a woman who's like a Aisha Curry, a Shahrazad Ali, a conscious woman, or just a woman who got good morals and is intelligent, and got a good head on her shoulders, you know, correct your behavior and call you out on your bullshit. You saying women and saying you shouldn't be a feminist, you shouldn't be dressed like a whore, you should not be doing some Amber Rose type of shit. All of a sudden, oh, y'all call this bitch, you call this woman all types of bitches and hoes and gold diggers. And I'm like, huh? And then you say, oh, you just taking the man's side. Oh, you just love being oppressed. Oh, you just want to be his slave. But you the same women who work for the fucking man. You're being a slave to him. Following his rules and regulations. You know what I'm saying? You have no problem working for the man and obeying his rules and living under his system, oppressed. That's why I say y'all don't make no damn sense. Y'all gotta just think. Learn how to agree to disagree. I'm out. Peace. Good night.